Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Jake, here from the Raku Otaku podcast, and today I am joined with my usual host of J-Dog-kun and Manga Unboxed, and today we're going to be talking about anime versus manga, and yeah, who wants to start us off with this one?
I guess I'll.
So,
Oh, sorry.
okay, so basically, I think a lot of people can agree that anime's main strength is just a lot of times when the manga doesn't have like amazing art, there's some exceptions, but the visuals are very, very nice, and especially the fight scenes. When that happens, sometimes in manga, like the visuals can be nicer, but I just think that in anime, especially the fight scenes, can be really good.
I can agree. I mean, some fight scenes in manga, can be very hard to follow. One, I would actually, one example, I think, which was kind of hard to follow for me, but I don't know if it was hard to follow for everyone, was Gojo versus Jogo. When you first see Gojo's domain expansion, that was kind of confusing at first, but the anime actually made that way easier to actually understand for me. Yeah, it was just it was good. Like once the domain expansion hit, it got confusing. It's like the way they explained it, the choreography of the domain expansion.
I think that for a lot of these manga, that have a lot of seinens, they definitely go for this very rough art style. Obviously, we have some exceptions like Claymore and all that stuff, but usually they go for a very rough art style that's definitely hard to follow. So that's where anime definitely has a strength on seinen manga, where they're able to animate these a lot better. And again, just being easier to follow is always something. Anime's more welcoming for newcomers than manga, in my opinion. There's not as much effort. There's dubs where you can just listen. You don't really have to follow subs or anything, and it's just more accessible than manga, which I think is the main reason.
It's kind of funny that you say that now. Except for accessibility, I just find manga so much easier for some reason. Because right now, I've been watching a really good anime, Code Geass. Probably everyone has heard of it. But the thing is, I haven't watched an episode for probably couple months or something. It's just because I have no motivation to watch it. It's annoying, but I'm watching I'm reading all this manga, but for some reason it's just easier to sit down and read a volume, even take out an hour of time just to read it, than watch a 20-minute anime episode.
Yeah, Code Geass is definitely kind of a series that it's not something you binge. You know what I mean? It's definitely something you watch with time. So I feel like Code Geass is definitely a bad series for someone who's very into manga to kind of read. I know I was the one who kind of put you on it, so my bad, but yeah.
It's still really good though.
I kind of just dropped out of anime though, but after I started reading manga, I felt like it was way more easier for me to actually be able to stop instead of because anime is way more time consuming for me. Because I can read some volumes in 10 to 15 minutes, and that's 3 to 4 anime episodes right there. And in a volume, it's way easier to have a stopping point than inside of an anime episode. I really can't stop in midway through an anime episode. Well, in a volume, you really can pretty easily. I feel like that's also one thing that manga kind of has on it.
Yeah, something that I think anime definitely has on manga, and this is something that's just very specific to me because one of my main passions besides reading manga and writing scripts and stuff like that is I really like music. I'm not the greatest at it, but it's something I'm very into.
Yeah. OST.
And I think my love for so I'll whether it's video games or anything or movies, the music will literally make the movie better. There have been times there's a game called Bastion where it was probably a solid 7.5 for me, and the music made it a 9. Music affects stuff when you put it in the right moments, and a lot of anime what's it? Fucking Your Lie in April. There's so many scenes that just couldn't have been in the manga because the timing with the music, and I think that's the biggest strength for me because I'm someone who just loves music in any medium. It's one of the only reasons that I watch movies, to be honest, is just for the soundtracks. That's the main reason. I'm not a big movie watcher, or I don't watch real stuff. Cringe. Cartoons are so much better. But an OST or a good soundtrack, it really just elevates sort of a series. So yep. Anyone want to give their next point?
I think that openings also really elevate a series. They can get you ready for the episode, get you kind of hyped. I think Attack on Titan's openings, especially, just really do this because they're really hype. Except for like season 3 first opening, but that's still just a really good opening.
Yeah, if you put that opening on like any other anime, probably would have been better. But since it's AOT, it just really didn't fit that season. Only. It was the Kenny part, right?
Mm-hmm.
It did not fit the Kenny part.
Yeah, that one should have gotten like a well, honestly, for every season, it kind of needed that. The only Attack on Titan opening that I didn't really like was season 2. Was it? No, season 2 was Hisageo. I think it was season 1, part 2.
Yeah, it was the
second half.
It was still good, but it was just like not up with the rest. I feel like
people do give that one a lot of shit.
Like not many people think about that when they think AOT opening.
I think no Yumiya. I think it is the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one is the Sageo. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think War.
My War. I just remember the memes.
Yeah. Well, you like War, right? Like I think War's one of the better ones, honestly.
I don't like my War, to be honest.
The one before that, then.
Is my War the newest one?
Yeah.
Oh, I really like that.
The only part I like is the la dee da la 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 dee da. That's the only part.
I feel like the thing about my War is that like
I think it's really hype.
My Wars like isn't good for the final season. I think the end of season 3, that opening, that's like just a combination of all the openings. That one's like a good one to end off.
I don't even think this is gonna be the final season of AOT. We're definitely getting a part 2. There's so much.
Oh yeah, we're getting a season 4 part 2.
Oh,
for sure.
Facts. Yeah.
Like they have over 30 chapters to still adapt, and for like an anime, like for a monthly series, that's gonna be like 30 episodes. So they better make season 4 part 2, or else I'm gonna be livid. Anime original ending, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
They would have to cut off too much shit. Like
the anime's not done yet.
I just don't want to see AOT get fucked up. Like,
I know, facts.
The Promised Neverland.
Dude,
bro,
the Promised Neverland. Oh my god.
Don't discuss it, bro.
Dude, they literally skipped Goldie Pond completely. They literally said they want to end. I think it's getting I think it's getting an anime original ending this season because
it is.
Yeah, because it said that they want to end it during its most hype moment, most hype it has. But I think that just makes it worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I hope Promised Neverland in the future gets Brotherhood treatment, like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment, just gets a fully remade anime because.
But the thing, with that whole thing with the hype, it's like if they actually did Goldie Pond, like the hype would still be there or even higher.
It's
because of how good Goldie Pond is.
They should make a third season.
Goldie Pond is so good. If they did it, it would have been even more hype, and yeah, they just screwed it up. But to get back onto the topic of openings, one thing I did want to actually bring up. But it's not just openings when they play in the beginning, but openings when they play during the episode, or endings when they play during the episode.
Oh my god, bro!
ReZero has something loves doing this. ReZero always has instead of having an actual ending, usually ReZero will just start playing the ending song while the episode's going.
Or like overlaps. Oh yeah, I like that.
And because
that's pretty cool.
Because almost all of season 2 of ReZero does it, because a lot of ReZero season 2 leaves up on insane cliffhangers like every episode. So they just do that for every episode, but bro, when they bring an opening during a fight, like the ending of Girl and the God, I'm not gonna say what happens, but that was insane. That was so emotional. Or the last episode of Tokyo Ghoul for the first season.
JoJo's Part 2. Have you seen the part of JoJo's Part 2?
Yeah, part 2 with cars.
Yeah, where he's fighting cars and he just fucking sends them up and it's like that part's sick.
Yeah, that when they hit it on the right spot and play the opening at the right moment in an insane fight, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I have to admit that.
I may be biased.
Mostly when it's the best opening.
I may be biased against fucking ReZero, but because I dropped it 14 episodes into season 1.
Yeah, ReZero's a hard one to get into.
But the thing about it is that every time they just it'd be da 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 da. It was just it just creep in and that'd be super sick, but the entire animation.
ReZero season 2's ending is so good though. That's what makes it even better.
The first one.
Memento is such a good ending song. It's even better than the first one.
I think the first one's better in my opinion. Just it sounds better. It's more appealing than the second one.
The thing about it is because I think Memento's better for me because of the cliffhangers were way better. So then I just relate it to that subconsciously, and that's why I think it's better. But I think that both of them are great. I just like Memento more. as a song. But, dude, when they do that, it's just so hard-hitting. And, like, for Gurren Lagann's, like, what happened with Gurren Lagann at the end, when they play the opening, it's just so hype. It's, like, to the point where like, you can get the tears with how hyped you are. Because it's... Gurren Lagann has a way to just make you just so hyped with nothing. It's just that's just like what Gurren Lagann is, and just the music does definitely help that, and that's one thing I think anime really does have over manga is music.
Music can bring a lot of emotion.
100%.
Yeah, and also like the HOST,
sure.
when they play like the guitars with the Espada, it's really good.
They better do that with Jujutsu Kaisen.
What, the guitars?
No, just either have the opening or the ending, because I love both of them. So
I hope, well, they're in like the middle of the school fight arc still, aren't they? And they're on episode 19.
I think they might have finished that. I'm not sure though.
No, episode 19 had Black Flash in it.
Oh damn!
That's where they are right now.
I might watch episode 19 then.
I think that's what. I think that's what was in episode 19. So I think that everyone's raving about it. But to be honest, that would have been a moment with
Maki.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect time to play the opening of a little bit. Was when Yuji hit a Black Flash.
Wait, not Maki. I'm talking about like Inu's Maki. I forget his name. The curse word user.
Mhm.
He's dope. I love that guy.
Oh, the one who's just like salmon. Samuel, that guy? Yeah, I love that guy. I always forget his name.
He's like blast away. I think it's like Inu's something.
Yeah. Inu's Maki. Okay, I'm totally looking this up.
Inu Asano.
Bro, don't talk about... Bro, okay. Now, every time we talk about Inu Asano, it gets so fucking heated.
Hey, wait. At least Inu Asano actually has a pretty good live action with Solomon.
Oh, I've heard it's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Inumaki. Toge Inumaki is his name.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
I had Inu's Maki.
Yeah, but you probably got like confused because Maki's Zenin, like like the.
Yeah, I was saying Maki before the cursed tool user. Just good 10-10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is really good 10-10. I'll admit.
Speaking of another,
I think JJK is such a great mix of Naruto and Bleach, but like, not actually, just like the vibes it gives off. It does take a lot of
shonen mixture. It's like if a bunch of good shonen just got thrown into a pot, and like you got like the good parts of it, and it just makes a fire mixture.
Yeah, I mean, it is really great, I will admit. And I don't know how I feel about it, because like the one thing about JJK is the animation style and the art style are quite different. So I don't hate the anime at all, but it is kind of two different vibes when you're watching it or reading it because of the animation and art style being different.
Yeah.
Have they put CGI into JJK?
I think very minimally.
Okay, good, because like I feel like
yeah.
With Attack on Titan, like I don't hate the CGI. Just I think it's so much better when it's animated. I understand like the circumstances they're in. I just wish they weren't in such a time crunch. Because I know that what the fuck is the student Mappa can like actually like just they could make it like just as good as Wit. I don't know if it not as good as Wit, but they could make it really good animated. But it's just they had like 10 months.
Yeah,
so it's rough.
One thing about talking about CGI, they did do Dorohedoro as well.
Oh yeah,
but the one thing about it is pretty good CGI from what I've heard, but I want to talk about Chainsaw Man in that factor then. Because Dorohedoro and Chainsaw Man's art styles are quite similar. I think Chainsaw Man's is not as good as Dorohedoro's, it's a little less detailed. Chainsaw Man's is a more gritty, so that makes me even more skeptical, and I think that they will be using CGI a lot, because Mappa does have Chainsaw Man. So
yeah,
I really do think Chainsaw Man will be CGI, and it's really sad to say, because it's so good.
Before we get too off... Oh, sorry, go on. Manga Mox.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like I could, like, even though Chainsaw Man is super big already, and no doubt, like, whatever they do, the anime is gonna be huge, but I just feel like making it, like, if they do a full CGI, let's say that they do that, I feel like that could take away from its popularity a lot, and that could, make people not really want to watch it as much as if it was, animated, just because a lot of people don't really like CGI, and especially when it's full CGI.
Well, the thing about CGI is, though, like, Wit did use CGI on Vinland Saga, the anime, but they did it in a way that made it so hard to tell, which was so good. Like, if you watched Vinland Saga's anime, you would not notice that there's any CGI in there, which I think is a perfect way to do it. And of course, like I said, Wit did it. Wit's amazing. So, like, it makes sense. But, like, Mappa, I don't know if they have the same kind of...
Mappa, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, it's very noticeable. It's not like, not all of Vinland Saga was CGI. Just very minimal amounts, but still is not noticeable.
When Wit did the CGI for the Colossal Titan, that was pretty noticeable.
That was shit.
Oh, no, that was disgusting, bro. That was literally disgusting. But before we get, like, too off topic, like, I have another point that I think is, like, one that's definitely used a lot, and it's definitely, like, applied a lot in the argument, but voice acting, it's similar with just the sound aspect, but voice acting is great. I think most of my favorite voice actors in my favorite roles are actually in the dubs. I actually I'm a dub guy. Like, I like subs, but, like, I'm a dub guy. Like Spike Spiegel, Lelouch in the dub, Kamina in the dub, all those characters are just
good in dub.
Yeah, he is really good dub.
Oh my god, he's nutty.
He's really good though.
He has the same voice actor in the dub as Ichigo, and he's like an amazing voice actor.
I don't know, Lelouch's sub is also really good. That's how I...
Bro, sub sounds like Koro Sensei.
I haven't seen that.
For me, voice acting, yeah, it can be very good or very bad, but it depends on how the voice actor plays it, because like, I was really skeptical when JJK was about to start, because the voice actor for Yuji is the same voice actor that did Arima Kosei from Your Lie in April. So I was kind of skeptical, because I was like, I'm just going to hear Arima Kosei in this guy's voice. But he did change like the voice for Yuji a lot, which I do enjoy. Like, I know voice actors can change voices a lot, like change how it sounds. So it really does depend on how they do it. But usually they are very good with it. But sometimes, you know, some dubs and subs are just not good. Like, it's sad to say, but some of them aren't. Like, then you get, like, for dubs, for example, then you have Baccano, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood,
Baccano is so fucking good.
Those are some amazing dubs.
Unboxed.
Those
have you
are
watched Baccano?
insanely good dubs.
Have you watched Baccano Unboxed?
I haven't.
The fuck is wrong with you?
You need to watch Baccano.
I'm like,
bro,
you know my situation on anime right
13
now.
Fucking episodes unboxed.
Watching an anime, it has to be like amazing.
It's 13 episodes, dude, and it's like, it's amazing.
It is. Another one with an amazing dub.
Like 2 months.
Great Pretender. Amazing dub.
I haven't watched it at all. I only watched a couple episodes in sub.
I think the Great Pretender is great. Quite ironically, but.
Nice pun.
You got it.
Pun like in your Asano.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
Oh my god, a pun inside of a pun. Oh my god, a pun inside of a pun inside of a pun. Your
Asano phone. Thank you, Prom G, for that joke. Shout out to Prom G.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, I want to talk about...
Should we move on to manga? Or after what Jake said?
I kind of want to talk about... So it will be a mix of manga and anime for this one. How heavily art styles can affect anime, like manga-wise. Demon Slayer is a main example of this. I think Demon Slayer's popularity mainly came from UFO Table.
100%.
Sure.
Their anime, it was about to get canceled, the manga, when it was like publishing in Jump, and then the anime came out, and for some reason UFO Table was going to decide, let's take this manga that's about to get canceled and make it an anime. Like, UFO Table was insane on that. But UFO Table did what UFO Table does. Yeah. It's the best animation studio out there, like, by far.
No, Shaft, bro. Shaft is better. I'm just going to say Shaft is better.
I think that UFO Table, in my opinion, makes better animation because they literally don't take on anything but Fate. And then they let go of Fate for Demon Slayer, and Demon Slayer was just beautiful. Yes, I do like Shaft, but Shaft takes on a lot more works, which makes it so that it isn't super consistent as much as UFO Table. UFO Table literally only has Fate before Demon Slayer. Madhouse is good, but I think UFO Table and Shaft are the top two.
Bones is pretty good, I think. Bones makes
sense. Bones is good, but
they make a level...
Season 4 of My Hero is meh.
The thing about Bones is that they just feel so nostalgic, because, like, Brotherhood... They made Brotherhood, right? And Death Note?
I think so.
And those two were, like, anime style, like, because those were two of the first anime I watched. Those were like those are the first, like, because I think I watched AOT and Sword Art Online with those, and like I just get those are, bro, the way that those both look, because they came out like 3-year intervals, they just look so nostalgic for me. Especially Death Note more than Full Metal, but they both of them.
For me, I just think the UFO table just overall just animates things to perfection. I'm not trying to be like sucking UFO table's cock or anything, but I do think that they do have the best studio.
was Madhouse, just by the way.
I'm trying to see what Steins Gate was, to be honest.
Oh my god, bro. Steins Gate is another one that just gives me that sense of nostalgia, bro.
White Fox did Steins Gate. That's an amazing one. Wow, you need to get on that.
I don't know, like, the whole, like, I've said my situation, like, but I'm very particular picking anime right now, and even though those are, like, the best of the best, like, I probably, like, I'm already watching one of the best anime, but it's like, I'm just not watching it.
Watch Code Geass.
Hunter x Hunter was made, Hunter x Hunter 2011 was made by Madhouse, which I will give them props.
Oh.
And One Punch Man Season 1, which is some of the best anime.
And if we're talking about Shaft, they did make March Comes In Like the Lion.
Wait.
That's beautiful.
Wait, can you look
and
up...
Monogatari.
Wait, who made Mob Psycho?
I think that's
Madhouse or Bones.
It's either one of the two. I'll look it up
I think it's Bones, actually.
It might be Bones.
Oh my god, bro, that's the best animation in the fucking world,
It is Bones. It is Bones.
It's... Oh my god, bro. Bones, I love you.
I think it's really hard to pick between that and Demon Slayer. You know how much I hate Demon Slayer. Both of you guys.
No, bro, Mob's better. Mob is better because Mob is more creative. Demon Slayer might be on paper better, but like Mob is definitely better, and I will not let you say anything else.
Mob anime, like quality wise,
no, the animation is better. The animation is fucking better, Jake.
I mean, I don't really. It's hard. It really is. It is hard.
We still haven't talked about manga.
The manga art, this is what I was going to go into with Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's art shit. There's literally nothing you can say about it. Demon Slayer art is so bad that, that's just one good thing for the anime side. The animation was so good, while the art's just not great. I'm sorry for Demon Slayer fans out there. It's not amazing. Yes, there is some good panels, but comparing it to anything else that's coming out in Jump right now, a lot of the bigger things have way better art. Like, My Hero has better art, Black Clover has better art, Promised Neverland had better art, JJK, Chainsaw Man, they all had better art. Dr. Stone, Boichi is amazing with art. Like, all these art styles are so much better, and I feel like Demon Slayer did fit its story, but it wasn't done well enough. You know what I mean? I get the manga, this was their first work, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, so it makes sense. They need more experience to do a better art style, because all mangas, the more they write manga, the better their art will get. It's just like how it will be. The more time they do drawing, the better they'll be at it. Just like at everything. But I don't know. I just feel like Demon Slayer just didn't hit with the art. But I will say some art styles, fucking amazing. Dr. Stone's art style compared to the anime is something else.
I know I'm a little biased, but I think in general, like, manga is just better overall. Like, you know, it's all up to preference, but like, just for me, I just think manga's better. I don't know, I feel like it's easier to get into, to pick up and read and just kind of do, as you know.
You can take it anywhere. You can build a collection.
For some reason, I just can't watch it.
I feel accomplished when I read a volume of manga. I just feel like gross when I finish binge watching an anime.
And it takes so much longer to get that accomplishment with anime, though, because if you get that accomplishment when you finish the season.
It doesn't even feel as good, in my opinion.
Yeah, because if you're watching really good, then you're in that depression of now I have to watch something that can try and top that.
I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. And also, I just like having a physical volume in my hand, and even reading on scans, I like more on the Shonen Jump app. Either way, I just like the black and white feel. Even though coloring in anime can do good, I just like the whole feel of the panel layout, how everything is drawn, the art.
I could have also brought this up. I could have also brought this up to help manga. Black Clover is a perfect example of what an anime can do wrong. Actually, Black Clover doesn't have that much filler. It was more just recently that they had a filler arc. They don't really have much, but Black Clover has not great animation at all until like episode 150. And basically the voice acting for Asa for the first 40 episodes was abysmal. So he was just screaming his lungs out. Which is kind of funny because the voice actor for Asta is the voice actor for Shinra for Fire Force, so it doesn't really click with me and how he decided to do that with Asta. But it really shows how much better an art style can be than animation style, because Black Clover's animation style shit. I love Black Clover. It's my third favorite manga, but that animation is just not good. And the voice acting, how much it can really affect it. Now, the music for Black Clover, we all know the openings. It's fucking gas. Like, it is straight up gas. But that's like the only great part about it for anime-wise. Of course, it's great Black Clover, but like...
I just feel so annoyed, like, when anime fucks over the adaptation of a manga, like The Promised Neverland, because the thing is, like, basically all the popularity for a series comes from the anime.
Oh, yeah.
Because the thing is, like, Promised Neverland got so much popularity for the anime, and then they're just like, oh, we're gonna destroy it. We're gonna make it terrible. Well, that's not their intention, but that's what they're doing. And it's just annoying because The Promised Neverland continues to be great, and now they're just like, no, we're gonna do our own thing. And it's destroyed.
And they also like Boruto and how they have anime canon, like that really killed the series. Like, I feel like Boruto was annoying. It would have been better, but I feel like the choice by I think it's Studio Period that has Boruto was just stupid. They decided to make a weekly anime, you know, like where it goes through every season and doesn't really have its own seasonal. Even though it's a monthly manga, like they literally decided that for no reason. Like they would have to have 4 episodes for one chapter to make it even equivalent. And it doesn't make sense.
J-Dog, by the way.
What?
No, I can't.
Okay, he just talked for me. I didn't know if you were talking before or not.
Oh no, I wasn't talking.
Period, that's the one that like does all the filler, right? Because they did Naruto too, I think.
They did Naruto, I think. They did Bleach. They did Black Clover. Did Black Clover
do One Piece?
In March. No, Toei does One Piece.
Okay, I guess there would be way more filler if they did One Piece.
Yeah, there would be. One Piece only has 10% filler, but One Piece with 10% filler is 100%.
The anime is insanely dragged out.
Yeah, because every episode is one chapter worth of content, so it's gonna be dragged out.
Yeah, it's just kind of, it's like, why? Like, don't do that.
That's why the manga is so much better.
Seasonal.
It's so much easier.
Yeah.
Filler just.
One Piece,
especially if you're watching.
Would have been so hard.
Yeah.
They would be on like Enies Lobby at this point if they did seasonal, to be honest.
100%.
Yeah, I know, but still, like, it would just make the quality of the anime so much better.
Oh, yeah, way better.
Yeah, I think
it's just annoying.
I think we've all kind of said our piece. This is definitely going to be kind of a shorter episode, because like this is kind of a debate that's been done time and time again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Raku Otaku podcast. Who wants to say it for me?